Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be proving these examples on the board, and I don't want to waste much of our time. I'll be proving the first three in this video, and next video I'll prove the last three. So we start with number one. Number one says alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha what beta. So what we're going to do here now is to prove that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side and that the right hand side is equal to the left hand side. How are we going to prove it? We'll start proving from the left hand from my right hand side. So now that is going to be I want to make this one to look like this. I want to prove that this is equal to this. So now what I'm going to do, what am I going to, okay, from my past experience, I know that a plus b all squared is equal to a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. So now I have two things that I'm looking for there, and that is this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate the rest to look exactly like what I need. So now I say that alpha squared plus beta all squared is now equal to alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 alpha beta. So now this is equal to this, but I want this alpha plus beta to stand alone. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add to the both sides something that just one algebra expression to make the two sides equal. So now to obtain this, not to make the two sides equal, because this is equal to this. So now what I have here now is alpha plus beta all squared now plus negative 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha square plus beta square plus negative 2 alpha beta. So now I open the bracket, I have alpha plus beta all square minus 2 alpha beta is equal to here is 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta plus 2 alpha beta. So now this is going to take care of this. I now have that alpha plus beta all square is minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha square plus beta square. So now this is proving from this side. So now I prove from this side that alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha square plus beta square. Actually, this is the simplest part, because the only thing I need to do here is to open this bracket. And when I open this bracket, what I'm going to have is alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha square plus beta square. So now this actually is going to take care of this. I will now have alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha square plus beta square. So now the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, and here I've shown that this is equal to this. So meaning that I've proved this first number one on the board. So now that will now give us chance to solve number two. And number 2 says alpha raised to power 3 alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to alpha plus beta all cube minus alpha 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta. So like we usually do, we prove from the right hand side first. We prove from the right hand side. So now this is going to give me, I remember that alpha plus beta all cube is going to give me alpha raised to power 3 plus beta raised to power 3 plus 3 alpha square beta plus 3 alpha beta square. So this is what I'm going to use, because now I have what I'm looking for. I'm going to manipulate the rest to give me what I want. So now I'll now say alpha plus beta all cube is now going to give me alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha square beta plus 3 alpha beta what square. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this now to look like this, because I'm seeing that this thing here can resemble this. So I now say this equals alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha beta. I bring out alpha beta. So now 3 alpha, this is going to leave me with 1 alpha here, plus this is going to leave me with 1 beta here. So now I have something like this. So meaning that I have that alpha plus beta all cubed. Now it's not going to give me, okay, I have that alpha plus beta cube is going to give me this. So I want to now make it look like this. I want to make this look like this and this look like this. So what am I going to do? I'm going to add something to the both sides to make the equation more beautiful. So I'm going to say alpha plus beta all cubed minus, okay, plus negative 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta is equal to alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta plus negative 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta. So now opening the bracket, I will now have alpha plus beta cube minus 3 alpha beta minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta is equal to alpha cube plus beta cube now plus, now this is going to take care of this, and now have that this is equal to this. You might ask, why am I not, this is not equal to this? You might be wondering. Don't worry, let me do it here because I did not do it in number 1. So now open this bracket now, and I have alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha square beta plus 3 alpha beta square minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus what beta. So I'll now make this one look like this again. I'll now have 3 alpha beta alpha plus what beta minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta. So now plus alpha cube plus beta cube. You now find out that this will take care of this. We'll now have that alpha cube plus beta cube is now equal to alpha cube plus beta cube. So now you can use this one, you can use this and finish up the, you can try that in number 1. It's still going to give you that this is equal to this. You get that? So I prove from the left hand side, I prove like this from here. So does that alpha plus beta all cube minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta. Now what am I going to do? It's equal to alpha cube plus beta cube. Now this one is also simple. The only thing I'm going to do here is just to open this bracket. When I open this bracket, I'm going to have alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha square beta plus 3 alpha beta square minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus what beta to be equal to alpha cube plus beta cube. So now this, I'm not going to make this one look like this. This is alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta be equal to alpha cube plus what beta cube. So now this is going to take care of this. That will equal 0. So now this is going to give me alpha cube plus beta cube to be equal to alpha cube plus beta cube. So that is that. I now go back to number 3. Now go back to number 3. Number 3 says, number 3 is some kind of tricky. It says alpha minus beta all square is equals to alpha plus beta square minus 4 alpha beta. So now this is very tricky. I'm going to show you something now, but please make sure you watch till the end. This is alpha. So now to prove this now, I check alpha plus beta squared to give me alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. I check again alpha plus beta alpha minus beta to give me alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. Do you see anything? Do you grab anything from here? Actually, there's nothing I can manipulate from here, but there is something, at least one thing I can manipulate. So what I'm going to do now, I can use any of them to do what I want, but I'm not going to change the question. So I prove from the from the right hand side. I'm going to say that alpha, I'll say using alpha minus beta square, I'll now have that equal to alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. So this is it, right? So now I'll now say that but alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. Now do you see something? So I'll continue. I'll now say that alpha minus beta all squared now is equal to what? It's equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta. And I'll say that alpha plus beta alpha minus beta all squared is now going to be equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. So now you see that here we prove it now to get this. Now let's go like this again. You see that we want to check that alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta is going to give us alpha minus beta all squared. So the first thing we're going to do is open this bracket. I'll open this bracket, I'll have alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 alpha beta minus 4 alpha beta to be equal to, open this bracket again, alpha minus beta all alpha squared plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. Now here is 2 alpha beta, here is 4 alpha beta, so we can subtract this smaller one from the bigger one. So we'll have that alpha squared plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta, meaning that this is equal to this, and that is the end of our proof. So we have seen this, and I want you to try something. I want you to try proving this with alpha plus beta all squared. Try proving it to get this. It is possible. Just try it. My next video I'm going to be proving from number 4 to number 5. Thank you. I'm SIR-MuCOT. Do well to watch my next video.